What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter, and it looks like Shoebox from Oblock has taken on the big people beefs. It looked like he inherited it, and he done raised his hand and said, "I'm gonna take it on," because lately Shoebox been throwing disses in these raps and shit. Lately, I actually asked Shoebox if he inherited some of the older people beefs in an interview I did when I had an opportunity to speak with Shoebox. And he told me not really, but as we can see, he's been throwing shots lately in his music. He got a new song that's finna drop. I believe it's called, if I'm not mistaken, Belt to Ass or something like that. I'm not sure. But in this song, it's kind of standing out because he's taking shots at rappers from like Tukaville, 63rd and shit like that. One of the first things we heard was he threw a subliminal towards King Lil Jay in the song, so it seemed like he beefing with King Lil Jay. Pretty sure he heard some of the songs of King Lil Jay fresh out of jail, throwing shots at like Vaughn and T-Roy and shit like that. So I feel like Shoebox and said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna take on that beef." Then another thing that kind of threw me off was you can clearly see he took a shot at FBG Cash inside of his new song too, which is kind of, another thing that kind of got us like, what's up with that? Because, the internet shows beef between like, some of STL and some of the older old block guys. We didn't really see it with the young guys, but it seemed like Shoebox and raised his hand and said, "I'm gonna take on this beef," so he throwing shots at people in raps. I'm not sure if this is very safe for Shoebox. The drill culture done turned very deadly, very violent. Ain't too many guys that's really moving around these streets that be doing diss songs. You gotta move different. Face masks, hoodie on tight so people don't recognize who he is, because out here, catching a rapper, it's almost like catching a trophy. Killing a rapper is like a trophy. And I be saying that shit, man. Somebody told me you get brownie points when you hurt a rapper. So, Box, you got to be careful out here doing that. I think you're dope. In my opinion, Box got the buzzing without that shit. So I don't really think he needed that. But I do think this record is going to take off, because for some reason in the culture, people like drill records, diss records. His last diss, I think, like with NBA Youngboy, that shit hit 1 million views. So look for Shoebox to take off fast. I'm not gonna lie, when he rap, the way he move his arms and shit, I get that King Von vibe from him, to be honest with you. But that's why I want to ask y'all a question. Do you think this is too much that Shoebox is dissing King Lil J? Shoebox is dissing FBG Cash. Shoebox and took on the beef for the older Oblockians. Do you think that's too much? Shoebox need to cut that out. Be safe, move different. God bless you to get a wave. Stay with it. Or do you think, hey, this is fair game? Some of them guys who been dissed with Shoebox homies, they looked up to them guys. So he got a right to take up for his community. I'll let him know what you think. Leave a comment. It's the homie Truth.